Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil. In the previous episode, we got down here into the dormitories, we got into the garden area, we did a bunch of stuff, and yeah. Now we're here. We have to go take on Plant42. In the previous episode, I made the comment that I was going to talk about future Let's Plays this time, and which I will. Now, with future Let's Plays, first of all, I did tell my dad that I was going to do Kingdom Hearts next because he requested it. So I will. So yeah, my next Let's Play, and I'm halfway through the game already. Trust me, it's on the go. Kingdom Hearts is coming up next, but afterwards, I like to do them in series because until I get a request, I have no reason to break off from that. So, although it's not in any particular order, because if I do an RPG, I don't want to automatically do an RPG right afterwards. Or if I play Metroid, I don't want to automatically play a Metroid game afterwards, which I did, which was stupid. I like to give myself variety, so I haven't done Final Fantasy game in a while, so I might end up doing Final Fantasy IV here coming up soon. There's the V-Jolt report. Now we know what the V-Jolt is, we can make it. Of course, since I started the Resident Evil series, I could do Resident Evil 2 that's coming up. And of course, then 3, 4, 5, and 6 would follow. And I haven't done a Zelda game in a while, and the next one I'm thinking that would come up would be Majora's Mask. Plus, I'm pretty sure my friend Amanda would enjoy, or at least majorly want me to do something like that. Majora's Mask is her favorite game. I'm sure she's requested it once before, though. It's been a little while since I've done a Metroid game, so I did say I was going to go back to the NES version of the game and play it. It's basically like Metroid Zero Mission, but it's a bit different, just a little bit. We do have Pokemon once again. I will be doing Heart Gold next, because it goes to Gold and Silver. However, Heart Gold is just the DS version. So, I'd rather just do that. Okay, and I'm going to explain a little bit what's going on in the video. You don't automatically start off by attacking Plant42. Chris actually walks into it like some stupid idiot. He's just like, oh, giant plant. Let's walk up to it and turn around because it clearly won't do anything.
Rebecca.
And Rebecca just so happens to be walking by.
The roots of it are in the basement.
Yes, because we saw that.
Whoa!
Chris!
Take this file with you.
The
Use
V-Jolt report.
information in it in order to make the potion. Then kill the root. Rebecca, please.
And yeah, we get to play as Rebecca again.
Chris!
And this is what...
Don't die!
No, he's gonna die on purpose, Rebecca. But yeah, now we gotta go make the V-Jolt as Rebecca, and once you do that, you have to run down into the control room, basement, whatever, like I did in Jill's scenario, and then you pour the V-Jolt all over the roots and whatnot. And that's what's gonna go on in this episode, besides for the fact that Chris will be killing Plant42 and the such. Back to what I was saying, Pokemon Heart Gold, because, just in general, Pokemon Heart Gold is my favorite Pokemon game. And if I'm going to do them in order, like, there was Pokemon Red, so Fire Red. Then I can go ahead and do Pokemon Gold, which would be Heart Gold, or Soul Silver, whichever. But yeah, Heart Gold's my favorite one, so I'll do that. Yeah, and then, like, I just don't know if I want to add another series. Like, I did Luigi's Mansion 4, which that's like my only Mario game that I've done. I wasn't much of a Mario fan. I never really played. I don't think I've beat like one Mario game. Would you count uh Luigi's Mansion as a Mario game? I mean, it's of the Mario franchise, but that's more of a Luigi game because you're playing as Luigi, not Mario. I mean, like, the only Mario game, if you don't count Luigi's Mansion that I've beat, is Super Mario Sunshine. I mean, I've gotten close with some of the games. Like, I can get to World 8 and whatnot on, like, the NES version of the game, and then, like, I can get to the end of Super Mario 64 or whatnot, but it's just like, I was never much of a Mario fan. I mean, I even got the Super Mario 3D Land on my DS because it came with it, and I honestly would have preferred to have Star Fox 64. My dad just got the Super Mario and then got Star Fox for my brother, who would rather have had the Mario. And it's just like, Dad, what are you doing? Anywho, no, not really. At the time, he didn't even know that he was going to buy another 3DS for my brother. But yeah, talking about trying to go to like new games or whatnot, like splitting off from another series. I've made comments about Fatal Frame or Project Zero, if you actually know what that is. I might do that. I just don't know because the game is the exact. Well, no. Bleh. Why would that be a reason? Most games are the exact same way played every single time. It's fairly short, though, and I don't have all the games to the series for that. I have Fatal Frame, and then I have Fatal Frame 3, and then I have the newer remastered version of Fatal Frame 2 for the Wii. It's just that I don't have, like, a working Wii at the moment. I have no luck with batteries. So, yeah. I could go get batteries and put them in a Wii remote, but then I'd have to actually find my game, which I think it's packed because I'm moving. Of course, I wouldn't start off with Fatal Frame 2 anyway. I probably won't end up doing Fatal Frame until after I move and everything's settled. I'll probably still be working on, like, one of the ones that I said above. I mean, Pokemon Heart Gold might take a while. Majora's Mask, maybe 11 hours. I'm not sure. Resident Evil 2 is really short. It's shorter than the first game. I mean, you can beat Resident Evil 2 just one scenario in like an hour and a half. Final Fantasy IV, that was a decent sized game. It's slightly shorter than Fatal Frame, Final Fantasy III. So, meh. Kingdom Hearts, now that's going to be a long Let's Play. That might go up to 60 episodes just like my walkthrough of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and some of those I sped up, actually. Some of those videos I just sped through. Fatal Frame, that's another hour and a half game that you can beat fairly quick. There's not a lot to it. I think it's split up into like 4 different hours, or nights or whatnot, based off rituals and stuff. If you know what the game's like, then yeah, you understand. But yeah, I have made reference to Fatal Frame, such as in Clock Tower, I made the comment that she walks too slow. The only person who I know walks slower would be in Fatal Frame. But yeah, going back to the video, the reason why I'm confused about Rebecca is she can pick up stuff for the V-Jolt, yet if you try and pick up anything else, it says she doesn't have time to check it. It's just like, okay, you can see it's a green herb. Anyway, so now that we've used the V-Jolt on the roots, Chris can now be free. However, the plant itself is not dead. It is reborn to attack us again. Apparently poisoning the roots didn't kill it. So, now we have to run around and shoot the dang thing. Careful not to careful to avoid the crap falling from the ceiling because I believe that can poison you actually. Anywho. So yeah, Fatal Frame, maybe. I'm not sure about that yet. But while we're talking about, you know, like future Let's Play, it won't be anytime soon. But there is a game series that I really like and I enjoyed replaying and replaying over and over again, and that would be the Chrono series trilogy. Bleh. It's not a series; it's a trilogy. But like Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and then there was Radical Dreamers, which you can find a translated ROM of that.
Oh, I can't
Several
believe
places
it.
here. I'll let
Are you
this
okay?
scene play.
Yeah, so much for him. We got to the root of the problem. Saved again.
Haha, pun.
I just...
Way to go, Chris.
Really, thank you.
You
You'd
do the same
for me, wouldn't you?
wouldn't you?
I guarantee it.
Well,
That wasn't
Chris,
perverted.
This is
That
Richard's
sounded
radio.
creepy.
We received communication from Brad at the courtyard a little while ago, but he is still flying around in the sky. He obviously couldn't hear our voices. Maybe his
Brad,
radio
what are you
is
doing?
broken.
I see. Understood. I'll keep it. We should somehow let Brad know we're here.
AKA flare to the sky. But yeah, now we got the radio, just like Jill did.
At the pharmaceutical room I found a little while ago, I think I will be able to make something.
She doesn't make anything. Unless she goes in there and builds a bomb, I don't know.
Anyway, Chris, I'm glad you're safe.
Well, thank you, Rebecca. So yeah, Plant42, it's dead. Continuing on about Chrono Trigger. But Chrono Trigger is a really fun game. It's an RPG. It's got a great story to it. And then it had a great sequel to it. Now, the sequel, let me think. Okay, so Chrono Cross, you have got another scene. One moment.
Wesker!
Chris, you're alive.
Yes,
My
yes, he
words
is.
exactly.
Now, Chris, he's dumb. He doesn't
Where's
suspect
Jill?
anything of Wesker.
Aren't you with Jill?
Jill at
I'm
least
sorry.
did.
We were attacked by a strange monster. I lost track of her while we were scouting around. I hope she's okay.
I see. Well, it's not your fault. This place is crazy. If we stay here, all of us will end up dead. What should we do, Wesker?
Or the living
We have
dead.
to complete this mission.
Haha.
Whether we escape or stay and look for Jill, we don't have many bullets left, and we can't even protect ourselves. We are still in trouble. Chris,
Indeed we are.
there are a lot of locked rooms in that house. Check them out one more time. There must be a place to hide safely. I'll look around the house a little more.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get going.
Alright. But yeah, continuing on about Chrono Cross. The character Kid from Chrono Cross is my favorite character in the game. But she is the... In Chrono Trigger, there's a chick named Scala, I believe. It's been a while since I played. She has a kid, and well, I'm trying to think. It gets teleported somewhere because it's supposed to be like the last hope of whatever, and she teleports it to one of the main characters of Chrono Trigger, who is named Luca. And Luca raises the child in an orphanage. And then the orphanage gets destroyed by a man named Lynx, which is why Kid and Lynx in Chrono Cross hate each other. Because he destroyed her family and whatnot. And you figure that out in Disc 2 when you go and save Kid from a dream.
This is Brad. I know you can't
Brad, what are you saying?
This is Chris. Brad, can you hear me?
No, he
Damn.
can't. His radio's broken. Well, way to be aggressive. Now you broke your own radio. Now you can't hear Brad at all, you stupid man. Anywho, but yeah, that's how Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross get connected, which I think is fairly cool. And then in Chrono Cross, there's a scene where you actually get to talk to Chrono, Marl, and Luca from Chrono Trigger. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, Radical Dreamers isn't connected to them at all, besides for the fact in Chrono Cross, I believe, once you get to the end of the first disc, beginning of the second disc, you go to the, like, Isle of the Fates or something. I can't remember the exact name. And there's a file on there that talks about Radical Dreamers. It's just that, it doesn't say a lot about it. So, yeah. Radical Dreamers is only sort of connected, and it uses the same character names as the main characters of Chrono Cross, but they have no connection. And Radical Dreamers is actually a text-based game, which is way different than the other two. Whereas, like, Radical Dreamers, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure book, but in game form. Like, it'll post up the story, like, oh, okay, we were walking across the wall, and then we were attacked, and then you'd have to, like, you'd be given options: attack, defend, whatever. But it's actually pretty cool. I like it. Anywho, yeah. So yeah, Chrono Trigger series, or Chrono Trilogy, might come up at some point, just not anytime soon. Because I am, currently messing with a whole bunch of different games. But yeah, do not be surprised if I end up throwing that on my list if you go to my channel. Now I'm going to rant about the Channel 1, because I just don't understand. I mean, Channel 1, all you have is the, like, Facebook cover at the top of it, which is so confusing to make to begin with. By the way, we get the cutscene of the hunter coming. Oh lord, no. But all you get is, like, your profile picture there, and then you get this cover strip of whatever, and then you have to be specific on the boundaries, otherwise it's not right. It's really just complicated to make your cover to begin with. Whereas with the old style, you had a lot more chance to be creative with it, because you had the sidebars that you could make. You could, do a lot more with it, plus the layout of it just looked a lot better. The only reason that I say that the Channel 1 layout is even remotely better than the old one is that I feel like this one is a lot more organized than the original. Because you can access, videos from right here, right on the main screen. And then you can see, like, recent uploads, playlists, whatnot. And then you can just keep adding to keep it organized. And, I think that's actually okay. But if you go to my channel and click the About and or Discussion, I usually post it in the About, though. I don't do a lot on Discussion. Like, I think the last thing I did was 4 days ago, and that was just announcing that I uploaded episode 21. But if you go to my About, it talks about my channel, but then it goes to currently working on, which it says Resident Evil for the PS1 right now. Coming soon, Kingdom Hearts. And then it says, not in any particular order after the above, so Kingdom Hearts after that. Then it's got all the Let's Plays that I'm thinking about doing, such as Final Fantasy IV, Resident Evil 2, Majora's Mask, and the such. So yeah, if you want to look at some of, or if you're interested in, what Let's Plays I'm doing, you can go ahead and look at those on my channel that I've posted. If you have a request, inbox me. You can post it in the discussion, because I do update that every once in a while. Anywho. Yeah, so, like I said, I wasn't going to be talking about much what was going on in the actual episode. Just, you know, talk about future Let's Plays. And I spent a whole major part of this just talking about Chrono Trigger, but, you know, whatever. I was just explaining it and why I wanted to do it eventually, because it is a great game. Got another hunter here. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and explain what I'm doing in the video for the rest of this, so enjoy! Killing hunters! You got a bullet to the face, my friend. Ha ha ha. You're not my friend at all, actually. I hate you. Stupid hunter. Yeah, you got the note again saying, oh, by the way, I gave you ammunition. However, this time it's not from Rebecca or Barry, because, you know, they're not here. The note was actually from Wesker, which confuses me because I'm pretty sure Wesker wants everyone here to die. Why would he give the ammunition? Which the only way I can think of reasoning why he would be because he's trying to trick Chris into thinking he's still nice. Now I'm just going to mess around with my inventory here, and I will see you all next time. And let's play Resident Evil, in which I will be, you know, going around to the cavern and whatever. Well, not into the cavern specifically, but, you know, getting stuff to go there.